What's up, you guys? Master Marvel at it again, and we're going to be bringing you a part 2 to this Avengers review here because, well, mainly I had a camera malfunction happen on me, so in the middle of my review it just cut out on me, and apparently I had forgotten to delete some videos and my storage space ran out, so here we go with these again. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with the first part in the video and all the rest of my videos, I did already kind of bust these out of this package raw, and I just got them out of the package, so we're back to square one again here now. But here they are out of the package. We never really started anything on them. We talked about these extra legs of his, and how they look decent and whatnot. And I mean, I like this figure. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's definitely. I'm gonna put him in a pretty dynamic pose. He's gonna take the main display on my Cinematic Avengers shelf. So I'm really liking it for that. With the articulation in these little spider legs right here. Because there's quite a bit of articulation in them, but they are kind of tight, so you really got to be careful when you're moving them around. I do want to go ahead and get you guys a better look at this guy. He's pretty decent. I do want to compare him to the previous IronSpider suit, because there are some differences, mainly in a lot of it's in the paint. Because there's more of a metallic paint on this one. As you can see, like I pointed out earlier too, the gauntlets on the wrist are different. So, very similar, but there are some differences. And not so obvious difference, I guess. It's these legs, which is pretty obvious. Yeah, this is a decent set. Like, I really don't feel like I got robbed on this. Not really. Let's see, here we got the most recent Far From Home Spider-Man to compare this guy to, which I really fell in love with this one. Look really good. And just something else from down the road, which that's another thing I kind of wanted to compare, because this one came with the other unmasked head, and there's quite a bit of difference in these heads. So, but this is actually a good head. This is a better representation, I think, of him than this one is. But I mean, looking at them hand in hand, I finally got to decide which one I like better, and it's going to have to be this one, right? The new one here. Now, Iron Man. Oh boy. He's got a lot of functions to him, which is cool. As you see, he's got these effects here to, you know, what happened? Something fell off here. That's something to keep in mind too. These pieces do fall off pretty easily. So yeah, but that looks pretty dope, man. You know, so the way this dude works, pop that off of his back here. Take these blasters out, blaster effects, and pop that hand out, remove that, go ahead and put a fisted hand on here. Maybe we'll just do this. Maybe we'll do this. Get it all in there. Alright. We'll try. Okay. So that looks stupid, but I'm trying to hook them up with everything at once, and I'm sure there's a way you can make it look pretty cool, but I don't want to take that kind of time right now. That little peg's got me leery because I've seen a lot of them broke right out of the package, and I don't even have any stress on this yet, so I want to keep it that way. But you know, with this we get that shield, you know, two different sets of hands, the blasters, the blast effects, plus the I don't know what these would be considered. Sonar, I don't know. Some kind of a blast effects on there, but yeah, this dude's pretty cool, man. He comes with a lot of good stuff. And he just overall, he looks better than the previous versions of this Iron Man. But like I said, it's the hard thing to swallow about this whole set is the fact that, you know, we've already got these characters with not much of a difference in them. And here we are getting them again just so that we can have the stuff that should have already came in the first place. So, you know, I'm just going to keep on mentioning how much that bugs me because it does. You know, it's just Hasbro digging into our pockets because they know we're going to nerd out and get fanboy over all this stuff and buy it anyways. Even if we want to complain about it, we're still going to buy it. So, I don't know if that's on there upside down or not. Yeah, that looks better. So, I don't know. I do like this set, but I just don't like how we had to come about getting it. You know, this should have already been down the road and oldie, and something we could have got something else spectacular this year besides, you know, what they gave us, because they should have already given us these things. So, first off, I'm gonna bring out, I think this was the first one from the Avengers Thanos Build-A-Figure, and it was decent. You can see there's a darker tone to it, more metallic look to the new version, and that follows suits with the other version of this as well, because I waited till the end to get this figure last during that whole time, because this dude was just warming the heck out of the pegs, and other waves were coming out too, and I'm starting to get them instead of getting this guy to finish off my wave, even though, you know, he did not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. But then finally, when I got down to it, I'm like, screw it, I gotta get this guy now, because there's like 2 of them left on the shelf. They finally started selling this dude, so glad I got him when I did. But he's decent. And then of course this is the one that came with the the Thanos, and I think it was the Doctor Strange 3-pack. It's got the light up feature. You know, stays on for a minute, but yeah. And I like this one, other than the fact that because of that light up feature, there's no app crunch or nothing in there, but just put him in that stationary pose right there and he'll look like that forever. But I do have, okay, so these are his Infinity War costumes right here, alright? Now, and like you can see, this one really kind of stands out. It's darker and it just looks better. I can't wait for that new set to come out. It's got the actual in-game Iron Man armor in it, because that one's superior to this even. It's better. It just looks better. But the one I wanted to bring up was, to me, is the best Iron Man figure that they've made so far, whether it's been comic book or cinematic, you know, arguably. And that's this one from last year's 10-year Iron Man right here. And this one is, it's got better articulation than the rest. Plus we've got the little, you know, fold out fins in the back. Plus this dude, I believe, came with 4 of these sets of blast effects. So, you know, you can really bang him up. And yeah, this still is my favorite Iron Man figure right now. So, nothing's going to top it. Love this Iron Man. So, that's all the dudes right there, man. That's going to pretty much wrap up this review of these guys. They are worth getting because you need the display options with these things. So because you didn't get it earlier on when we've already gotten these figures, you know, a couple times over, if that's what you want to do, then this is what you gotta shell out the money for it. And hopefully you'll be happy when you get it. Because they're going to look good on the shelf. No big deal. I mean, and if you're doing the photography and everything, they're going to be accurate and you can get some really cool shots off. So, for that aspect, it's worth it. And another thing is these other 2 Iron Man right here do not have holes in their backs. So if you wanted to try to maybe peg that on one of these, it's not doable. Not sure why you would want to, but I'm just going to point that out, that it's not there. So, and also, there's no way to use this guy to put those 4 arms in the back either, because, you know, that's a retooled, resculpted piece right there. So, well, I guess enough about that. But one of the things I kind of want to talk about, is mainly because I already had some. I posted these, you know, for sale online, and I got some hits, and I'm supposed to go to the post office this morning and, you know, get these guys shipped off, but both parties who were buying fell through on the deal. So I do have these already boxed up and ready to go.